he's gonna give her a pass.
Yeah.
Very dope.
Inspirational fucking speech,
And
Joe.
if y'all come through to the seminar on Saturday, right? We got a fucking extra special gift for the extra special of the extra special. With extra special sauce. Yo, this is billed as Violent Expression.
You're saying post it up here?
I don't know if that's exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be short and sweet. And I'm just going to deliver what I have to say because I wanted the opportunity to say it, and I feel it's important to say it. I don't know the proper methods of motivational freshness. I've never saw a motivational speech. I don't even know what technically a motivational speech is. I just know that what I have to say, I feel like might be motivational to some. So I want to say it, you know what I mean? But I don't know if this categorizes as a fucking motivational speech. Especially because I've never seen one. I don't think I could watch one. I'd be probably bored halfway through the motherfucker. But this will be so short that you guys won't even know where the halfway point reaches.
I was gonna walk up there.
But check it out.
It's on forever. It's gonna take an hour.
I think most of us can agree that the one thing we know about life, the one thing, no matter who you are, where you're from, what you're into, what your religion is, one thing we can all agree about life is the only known purpose we know toward living is to fuck and keep living, right? To keep, what do you call it? Evolution. That's what I'm saying. Just like fucking insects cannot communicate with each other, they still know to fuck and continue the evolution of their species, right? So I think that although different cultures agree on when it's appropriate to fuck, I think that all cultures agree that it definitely is important to fuck in order to keep evolution going, right? So, now can you guys agree or no? I mean, does anybody disagree with that? I'm not saying that you should live your life to fuck. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm saying that's the only thing we know about life, that why we're here, what we're here to do is to fuck and have kids and do the best job you can raising them and keep this motherfucker moving. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing we know. The rest of it, the rest of your time on this planet is basically up to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's all open to debate. How you want to live, you know, what's appropriate, this and that, what's positive, all of that shit is up to you and how you were raised and all that shit. But we all know we're here to keep this motherfucker moving, to keep the world moving, to keep civilization moving, and that involves fucking, right? All right, so the rest of your time is basically up to you and how you want to spend it. And that's the first thing, well, the second thing I want to talk about is time. You know, I have a friend of mine who's a genius, without question, and his name is Isham, and he's unquestionably a genius. Isham said something to me once. Isham said, what's the worst punishment you can do to a person? And that's take away their time. You know, like, if you commit a crime and you fuck up, what do? They lock you up, right? Let's say they give you 6 months. That's taking 6 months of your time and making you sit it out in the least, most productive way imaginable. Sitting on a motherfucking concrete slab in a room you can't leave. That's the worst way to spend your fucking time, right? And that's the worst punishment you can do to a motherfucker, is make them sit out their time. Because that's all we fucking have is time. That's our most important fucking thing on this planet is time. That's why wasting time is so incredibly fucked up. Time, man. Time is worth more than love. Time is worth more than fucking money, success. Time is worth more than anything. And if you don't believe me, ask the motherfucker on his deathbed about time, alright? Because usually a motherfucker on their deathbed has nothing but regret and fucking, you know, wishing they had more time. So you got your time, right? We're all on the clock. And the worst thing about time is you can't fucking stop it. You can't slow that shit down. You can't pause that shit. And most importantly, you don't get no repeats. You know what I'm saying? Time is always ticking, man. If you're at a red light, lost in thought, time is fucking ticking. If you're sleeping after drinking for 2 days straight and you're sleeping for 2 days straight, time is ticking, man. It's always ticking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, sometimes I'll be getting out of the shower and I'll catch myself in the mirror and I'll look at myself like, what the fuck? Look at me. What the fuck happened? Like, I'm literally folding up. I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like, time is always ticking, man. And there is, and I know I'm being a little sporadic. That's because I don't know exactly the proper way to do this. But what I'm saying is gonna tie back together. There's a price a very steep, heavy price to pay when you're happy. When you're sincerely, legit happy in life, there's a very extreme, hefty fucking price to pay. And that is, time goes by mad fucking fast. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, time flies when you're having fun. That's the fucking price you pay when you're happy, when you're legit happy. I like to think on most occasions, I'm happy. Like I get to do this for a living. I get to do exactly what I would. There's nothing different about what I do for a living that I would change. I would do exactly this. I would work a full-time job, 24 hours, as much as my body can fucking stand. And I would give my entire paycheck every week, aside from what my kids need. I'd give everything I have to be able to do this for a living. All right, so I consider myself insanely fortunate, but no bullshit. Like this is a big thing right here. This is really big. The price that I pay, and Shaggy agrees, is time goes by fucking stupid fast. Like real shit, man. Ringmaster came out 4 years ago. That's what it feels like. Like real shit. Like sometimes birthdays come so fucking quick. I'm tripping over birthdays, man. My birthday ain't even, I'm not even done celebrating my birthday, and it's my birthday again. Like birthdays come so fucking fast in this bitch. And I think that has to do with happiness. You know what I'm saying? Time is a motherfucker. The reason I'm talking about time is that's all we have. That's our most precious, most valuable thing is time. So how the fuck are you going to spend yours? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you want to spend your time? That's your most valuable fucking thing. I don't give a fuck what you own in your life. I don't give a fuck how big your TV is. It ain't shit. Time is really what the fuck matters. You know what I mean? In something that's fucked up about this country, which the way I understand it, it's not that way in Japan. And that is, when you see old motherfuckers, they don't get no respect in this country. Like we're like, oh, fucking old people in the way, they drive so fucking slow, and a lot of times people don't want to hear old motherfuckers' stories and things like that. But old people are the motherfucking most wisest, having done the most and been around the most longest, and they have the most to say. And they're the most motherfuckers we don't want to hear. That's crazy fucked up. And I know that, like the way I heard it anyway, is in Japan, they respect their fucking elders because they recognize time, like the more motherfucking time a motherfucker put in, the more that motherfucker should be like, you know, bow style. You get what I'm saying? Because this motherfucker's been around the block multiple times. And I've always said this about getting old. When I'm mad old now. To some people, I'm insanely old. Like if I step to a 19-year-old hottie, I'm ridiculously old. You know what I'm saying? But I just know this. When I'm like 75, and I know young people ain't gonna want to hear what the fuck I got to say.
Bullshit.
And I know that my shit ain't gonna mean nothing to nobody. But you know what? I just want to grab the 19-year-old motherfucker by his neck with my feeble, wrinkly hand, and I want to look him in the fucking young eyes, and I want to say, motherfucker, let me see you freak your time on this planet the way I freaked mine. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. Your time on this planet. How are you freaking that shit? Alright? If you got a fucking thorn in your foot, are you just gonna leave that motherfucker in forever? And just walk with a limp forever? Suffering from that fucking thorn? So if there's something you don't like about your life, how are you just gonna keep living like that? You get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are so miserable about things in their life and they don't do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're in a fucking stale ass relationship where their fucking girlfriend is constantly bitching at them, constantly fucking bitching. Like even if she sees him shining in a good mood, that makes her in a bad mood. Has anybody ever been in a relationship like that? Some of you are probably in one like that right now. You know, she just wants to fucking, your happiness upsets her. I don't know what kind of love that is, but I've been in that relationship. And of course I'm talking about men do that shit to women just as much, if not worse. And if there's something about your life that's shitty, whether it's your relationship or maybe your job fucking sucks, right? Every fucking day, you go to work to a shitty fucking job. You feel like you're not making any difference at all in your bitch ass job. Yet you go every day, day after day, week after week, month, year, what the fuck, right? And you say, well, I can't quit, I got responsibilities. Are you being responsible to you? Because I know if you quit that motherfucker and walk out of that bitch, you know you have bills to pay, so that's only gonna make you work harder to find a new job. And at your new job, you just might like it. So how the fuck do you make sense out of staying at that shitty job that you know you hate? Again, that's like having a fucking thorn in your foot and just leaving it in there. Shitty relationship, shitty fucking job. You know, fucking, maybe you're not happy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You wish you knew Kung Fu. You fucking love Kung Fu. Knowing Kung Fu would be so dope. If you knew Kung Fu, fucking you would have the world by the nuts. Yet, are you learning Kung Fu? You know? Maybe you're not happy with your fucking physical appearance. You're feeble. You're all skinny and weak and feeble. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing about it? That's a thorn in your foot. Maybe you're all mad fat. You know what I'm saying? Constantly fucking running out of fucking air. What are you doing about it? That's your time. This is your time, man. This is, hey, I'm just trying to point something out.